Attraction is rarely random. What we often call chemistry, destiny, or an irresistible pull towards someone usually has deeper psychological roots. Human beings carry emotional memories within them, memories of love, neglect, safety, fear, validation, and rejection. These memories quietly shape how we see people and relationships. When we meet someone who reflects familiar emotional patterns, even painful ones, something inside us recognizes it. That recognition can feel like a powerful magnetic pull. Psychology suggests that our inner world is always seeking resolution. The human psyche does not simply forget emotional wounds, instead, it searches for opportunities to heal them. This is why people sometimes find themselves repeatedly drawn to partners who resemble past emotional experiences, especially those rooted in childhood or earlier relationships. On the surface, we may believe we are choosing someone because they are charming, confident, mysterious, or exciting. But beneath that surface, the mind may be recognizing something deeper, a familiar emotional landscape. For example, someone who grew up feeling emotionally neglected may unconsciously feel drawn to partners who are distant or unavailable. A person who experienced unpredictable love may gravitate toward relationships filled with intensity and instability. To an outsider, these patterns can seem confusing. Why would someone repeatedly choose relationships that recreate pain? The answer lies in the psyche's subtle attempt to resolve unfinished emotional stories. The inner child, the emotional part of us formed during our earliest experiences, plays a powerful role in this process. That part of us still carries the longing to finally receive the love, attention, safety, or validation that once felt missing. When we encounter someone who resembles the emotional environment of the past, the inner child senses a possibility. Perhaps this time the story will end differently. This is why certain relationship dynamics repeat themselves. Patterns of neglect, rejection, control, or emotional avoidance can appear again and again across different partners. It may feel like fate or coincidence, but more often it is the psyche repeating an unresolved emotional pattern in the hope of finding closure. However, true healing does not come from simply replaying the same story. Real healing begins with awareness. When people begin to recognize their patterns and understand why they feel drawn to certain partners, they start to regain control over their choices. Awareness allows a person to pause and question the feeling of familiarity. Healthy attraction often feels different from the intense pull of unresolved wounds. It may feel calmer, slower, and more stable. It may not create dramatic emotional highs and lows, yet within that stability lies something far more powerful: emotional safety, mutual respect, and genuine connection. Understanding these patterns is not about blaming ourselves for the past. It is about recognizing the deeper forces that shape our choices. Every person carries emotional history, and every heart quietly seeks healing. In the end, attraction is not simply about two people meeting. It is also the meeting between our past and our present, between our wounds and our desire to heal. And when awareness enters the process, the story can finally begin to change.